Welcome, everybody, to the very first Stream with Purpose podcast. I'm Jeff Russell, your host. Today is the day after the Upward 2025 draft. Just, I don't know where to begin. It was a wild, chaotic day yesterday. The teams are tentatively set. If you were there, you know why I'm being sarcastic. Why I'm hesitating on my words. It was a very eventful day. Let's say that. A good day. We got the team set. Coaches were there. Everybody's passionate. You know, the draft's an unbelievable thing, first of all. Darren, Brian, Anne-Marie, myself, this is, a big day. It's a big day for everybody. Everybody's under a lot of pressure, a lot of questions that don't have answers yet. And but so what I'm hoping here is to dig through some of the teams here. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday morning. We are early December 2025. The season will kick off in about a month from now. We're hoping to Brian's trying to get practices in beforehand. A lot of coaches raised their hand when asked, do you want to practice earlier? Earlier practices, pretty much everybody was on board with that. I know we got the holidays coming up. All right, so let's go ahead and poke around and see what we have right now. Now, none of this is set in stone. Take it with a grain of salt. The tentative lists that I have here, things could change. We have to talk to parents. One of the biggest problems with drafting is you have requests. You have certain parents that want certain people to ride with them, and they have to be on the same team. And that none of that was communicated, not by some people not. Some people change their mind. Things just pop up. Not everything is going to be perfect when you draft. You have a team, and then all of a sudden, look what happened to Mike Good in the 2022 boys 5th, 6th season. Christopher Trostel, had to play with his brother Ben, and he got swapped out for Christian Michael, and the Trostels went on to be on the perfect Wildcats team with Sean Doherty, one of the few perfect season teams. So, and that happened after the draft. So, things can change. So, folks, you see and you hear the teams right now. Don't take this as solid, concrete, written on the stone, whatever you want to say. It could change. But all right, so let's start off with the leagues. We got really, I'm so thrilled right now. Let's start with the girls 7 to 9. First time ever, 3 teams. Yes, I wanted this from the beginning. I joined 2018 when I started doing this, and I really saw the girls' league ready to just collapse. And now we got the girls 7 to 9 up to 3 teams for the first year ever. Then the girls 5, 6, 4 teams. Now that used to be 3 teams, and now that's gone to 4. The boys 5, 6. I believe the boys 5, 6 has shrunk. I'm not sure. I don't remember if there were 8 teams last year. There's 6 teams this year, and the boys 7 to 9. You ready for this? 8 teams, 10 players each. Yeah, you heard me right. 10 players on each team. They actually could have went to 10 teams if they really wanted to. All right, so let's just poke around. I'm not going to go through the whole entire thing here. Whatever's, I took pictures on my phone. So let's see what we got. I'm looking at Brad Slaughter. So this is his boys 7 to 9th team. Again, I'm in no particular order or anything. I'm not getting in the actual draft itself. Just gonna just give you a brief gist. Slaughter's got the Hertzler boys. So it's good to see Finn and Bryce playing together. I believe this is Bryce's first year. Um, so I know Finn's on the GOAT watch list. Never lost a game at Upward, him and Lexi Gwaltney, along with Katie Hoffman. So um, be interesting to see the Hertzlers playing. Lincoln Harding's on that team too, and Jackson Hackenberg. So another, you know what? I didn't take a picture of the actual. I'm looking at pictures here. I didn't get the coach as part of my picture, so I know it's Slaughter, a young man named Jordan, who it's not Jordan Shrewsbury, but it looks like him a little bit, but it's not him. And Ethan Devine is pairing up with Shrewsbury's brother. I think his name is Josh. They're going to coach. Chick Coles is going to coach. Lonnie, I can't remember off the top of my head. Is it Hochstetter? Yeah, Alex and Tyler's dad. He's going to coach a team. Chick Coles was there. The Merks, Preston Merck's going to join in with Eric Stark. They're going to coach a team. Again, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I know I'm missing people. There were eight. We got 8 teams, 10 boys on each team. Absolutely unbelievable how many kids are playing. You just got to love it. Charles Babb, obviously, he's coaching with Anne Marie. I'm trying to think who else is there. I know I'm missing people. Ezra Hoover's coaching. So the team I'm looking at here, it's got Jude Lapp on it. Jake Harding's going to be on this team. Can't wait to see Jake. Nicholas Long, another good player. I like Nicholas. Parker Graham's on this team. Bryce Breyer Fisher. So, and we added Rhett Givler onto this team at the last second. Rhett, glad to have him back. He was not going to play Upward, so he came back, and we found him a spot. And the Reed boys, Quinn and Micah are on this team as well. Phillips kids, so good to see those guys. This team here, not sure if this is Coach Babb's team or not. Mason Montefort, love him. Great super player, one of the fastest. I don't know if Blasinski graduated out or not. I guess he did because he wasn't in the draft. So you got 2 of the 3 fastest ever at Upward history is playing this year. Mason Montefort, Gabe Hoover. There you are. 2 of the 3 fastest that I've seen. Blasinski being the third, and I think he's done. But Mason Montefort's on this team. Sean Stoltzfus had a great evaluation. Ali Freeman. So good looking team here. Grant Stoltzfus on this team. Coach's son. This must be Lonnie's team because Alex Hochstetter's on this team. So this is Lonnie's squad. Eric Stark. Eric Stark, boy, this is a fantastic team here. Love this team. His son Jesse, Liam Francis from the old Stallions, 2022 Stallions coming back. Good to see. I'm glad Liam joined last second. And probably the most interesting player I can't wait to watch is Clay Gingrich. Cannot wait to see Clay. I know he's got tons of athleticism. And you can't forget he was the only one that wore jeans at the eval. So first time ever. He'll probably go down in history as being known as, the only guy to wear jeans at the eval. Jaden Vega, he loves Jaden Vega. He had him last year, Coach Stark. Just super. Kieran Shannon, what a team. Adrian Weaver. This kid Justin Saunders is on this team. Wow, great job by Preston Merck yesterday in the draft room. Of course, Preston last year's regular season MVP and the boys 7-9. Or was that 2 years ago? No, it was last year. So let's look at another team here. This might be Jordan's team here. The new guy Jordan, who's coach. Yeah, it is Jordan's team. It's Jordan Tyson's his name. So he's got Nicholas Roberts, Gabe Lab. I can't wait to see Gabe. I don't know. Is this Gabe's ninth grade? Gabe's 8th or ninth grade season. I think he's 8th grade. Zach Martin, Violet's older brother. Mason Mabry's on this team. Jed Stoltzfus, so really good. Oh, good to see Ben Eberle on this team. Good. Let's see whose team. This must be Chick Cole's. Chick Cole's team. He's got Chase Gwaltney. So, let me see. Caden Weaver's on this team. Dawson Fisher, Jeshua Day. Glad to see Jeshua play. Philip Umbell. I know he played earlier in his career. I remember him in the 5th, 6th. I don't think I've seen Umbell since, so good to see him. Fonzie's brothers on this team. Concepcion Leyva, big boy. Chick's going to enjoy him. Good job by Chick Coles. I don't know whose team this is. They got Brody Torrance on it. Is this Coach Babb? And I wonder if this is Coach Babb. Well, I don't see Spencer on this list, so no, this is not Coach Babb's team. But Brody's on it. Eli Ramirez, TJ Fox, Mogul's on it, Bill Heim, Trenton Zimmerman. I can't wait to see Trenton. I think this is his 9th grade year. Fantastic 3-point shooter. And did we go over Slaughter's team? Yeah, we talked about it with the Hertzler boys. Can't wait to see that. Let's see if we can go through the other leagues just really quick. So Chick's coaching a boys 5th and 6th. He's got Jackson Lapp, Eli Buck. Eli, yeah, he's related to Caden and Liam. I don't know which side he's on, who his dad is, but Eli Buck. Xander Weaver, good player. Good to see him. Tristan Linderman. Linderman played on Ryan Doherty's Jaguars last year. He's a 5th grader, so he's a good player. So like I said, the boys 5th and 6th have 6 teams. Greg Reif, he's got Alex Weaver and his son Chase. Tanner Musser on that team. Good to see Greg back. Coach Good. Boy, I love Coach Good's boys 5th and 6th. Elias McKay, cannot wait. You guys got to go out and watch him. Elias McKay, great prospect. Cannot wait to see him. Coach Good's going to enjoy that. Damian Stoltzfus. Got Landon Hackenberg, Jackson's younger brother. Britt Graham. I can't wait to see Graham play. Another great prospect. Good job by Coach Good. Who do we go? So Doherty, he had the Jaguars last year. We got a team name for him yet? No. He's pairing up with Phil Groff. So his son Jordan plays on that team, and Ryan's son Noah. So they'll pair up along with Elijah Smucker. So good squad here. Who else is this? Next team, Adam Wentling. So Adam, he won his first and only championship last year in the boys 7-9. Adam with the Knicks and Connor Stoltzfus and his son Seth. Seth graduated out, but Miles is still playing. So Coach Wentling hung up his 7-9 shoes, and now he's coaching 5th and 6th. So it looks like he'll be around for a while. And still celebrating that incredible victory last year over Chick Cole's Grizzlies. He's got a fantastic player here, Tyler Hochstetter, Alex's younger brother. I can't wait to see this guy. He reminds me a lot of Finn Hertzler. He reminds me a lot of Tyler Vrabel. Tyler Hochstetter, we got to see him dribble. He controls the ball so well. Really, really anxious to see Tyler Hochstetter. Again, that's on Adam Wentling's team. And Talon Eby, want to see him play too. All right, so Doherty, we already went over his team. Am I missing anybody else? Rife. So 6 teams. Oh, Chick's son is coaching. So Brian Coles, I believe he's the pastor over at Petra. I see a Brian Coles here on his team. I wonder if that's his son, a junior. I'll have to find that out. Jeff Culp's on that team. Luke Hershey. See if I recognize anybody else. Not really. And we did Coach Good's team. So 6 boys, 8 boys teams on the 7th and 9th, 6 in the boys 5th and 6th, 4 teams in the girls 5th and 6th, 3 teams in the girls 7th and 9th for the first time ever. So really excited for the girls 7 and 9 league this year. Let's take a quick look at the girls 5th and 6th. So we got 4 teams here. So this looks like Bradley Rowe is going to be the coach. He's got his daughter on that team. I think her name's Adelaza. Macy Miller's on that team, Hazel Miller. Don't recognize anybody else. So thank you for coaching, Bradley Rowe. This is my wife's team here. So my wife has, she's got one of her former Huskies from last year, Violet Martin's on that team, Zach's younger sister. Julie Eby's on that team. I don't recognize anybody else. Well, Selena's on that team. I don't know if you guys remember, Selena was had a chance to pull off the greatest upset last year. The Huskies were playing Lexi Zentner and Anne-Marie's Cardinals, and Selena had a shot at the foul line to win the game. I mean, that game's out there on YouTube. You got to find that game. Huskies, Cardinals, Anne-Marie's Cardinals, playoffs, the game before the championship game. And the Huskies were sensational. I mean, they hung with Lexi Zentner and those Cardinals. Took them down to the last second, a shot at the foul line to win it. Just missed Selena. And, boy, that would have been the greatest upset. The Huskies already have the greatest upset. They beat the Cardinals earlier in the year, which I called the greatest upset. And that would have been even bigger in a playoff scenario. But Lexi was drained. And, in fact, I don't even think she played in the second half of the championship game because of what the Huskies did to her. So that's a good job, Selena. So who's coaching this? So the name's Maritza, the coach, the Lady Wolves. And they got somebody on the GOAT watch list here, Charlotte Lapp. Charlotte's going to be on the GOAT watch list with Lexi Gwaltney. Of course, Charlotte Lapp, that's Olivia's younger sister, sorry. Part of the big Lapp family. If you guys follow upward, she is just sensational. I mean, she's a 5th grader now. I mean, she's draining threes as a 4th grader. Ronan Casey's the one that introduced me to her. He sent me videos. I couldn't believe my eyes. Little tiny girl, and she's draining threes. Keep your eye on Charlotte Lapp. On the Lady Wolves. Can't wait to see her play. And she's got Luna on that team, another great player. So really excited to watch Charlotte. She's wearing a boot right now on her foot. It's going to be coming off soon. I don't know what happened there or something. But she will be playing. So first time I'm ever going to get to see Charlotte Lapp. Cannot wait. Her and Lexi are both on the GOAT watch list to surpass Katie Hoffman. So we'll see what happens there. So McClellan is going to be coaching the Huskies. Cheryl Russell won't be coaching the Huskies. Jen McClellan is going to be the coach. And she had a fantastic draft. I mean, I'm looking at her draft, and every girl is good on this team. I don't know how she did this. I'll give you a couple here. Olivia McAdams, Joanna Goods on this team, Ella Becker. Remember her last year? I think she was on Anne-Marie's Cardinals. Just Maddie McCarroll. Just such a great job by Jen McClellan at the draft. I mean, I wasn't there for that, but then you come to the girls 7 and 9. First time ever, 3 teams. First time ever. You hear it. Yes, that is right. We had 6 years of John Hoffman, just never lost a game at Upward. He lost 1 to Chick Coles, and that's because Katie wasn't there. Only had 4 players that day, but in 5-on-5, Hoffman never lost. Katie never lost at Upward. And it was always 2 teams, and it was always, one team won all the games, Hoffman won, and the other team never won a game. So that's going to change this year. We're finally going to have, last year, we had the same thing. Ryan Doherty lost 1 game, so, it was pretty much the same thing. One team kept winning, but the games were much more competitive last year. This year, 3 teams. So we're gonna, and the teams look balanced. It looks great. I can't wait. So, Anne Marie and Charles Babb going to coach one team, Ryan Doherty another, and my wife Cheryl's going to coach a third. So if we look at Anne Marie's team, she's got Lexi Gwaltney on there. I mean, a fifth grader coming into the 7th to 9th league. That's how good this girl is. She's on the GOAT watch list. She never lost at Upward last year. Didn't lose a game. Won the championship. She was not the championship game MVP. She was the regular season MVP, but not the championship game MVP. That was Smucker. Genesis Smucker actually was the championship game MVP. So Lexi's on there. I recognize J.L. Glick. She played for my wife last year. Mary Rhodes. Good to see Mary back. Better put on your shoulder pads, girls. Mary's on the floor. They got Lily Asensio on that team and Summer Santiago. Good to see Summer. The Santiago's back at Upward. Jeremy and Aaron. Yeah, thank you for coming back to Upward. Doherty's team, his daughter Allison, obviously Audrey Hess is on the team. Adelie Garman, 2022 regular season MVP on the Lady Tigers. Adelie Garman on that team. I don't know if I recognize anybody else. I think that's Ella Haller I'm looking at, and some newcomers. And my wife's got Avery Good on the team. My daughter Catherine, Cammie Martinuk. So that ought to be an interesting starting three right there. It's going to be solid. Olivia Calabrese and a couple girls I don't recognize. So there you go, folks. There's your breakdown of draft day. It's going to be a great season. Great season. Like I said, all this is subject to change. Just, don't take anything as this is final, written in stone. No, this is all tentative. I'm just giving you a heads up of what went down. But overall, it was a great job. Great job by Darren, Brian, Anne-Marie. Not an easy thing to go through a draft day. The pressure is intense, all that. And they did a great job to put out a lot of fires. There's still some fires to put out. Not going to say, the job's complete. It's not. But for, the most part, fantastic to handle all the things that came their way. Tempers flaring sometimes, this and that. And, people don't get who they want and this and that. So what? It's a draft. It's a Christian league. We all have to deal with it. We all don't get our way. Really, people, don't get upset over this. It's supposed to be a fun game for the kids. And I know everybody, it's competitive. It's competitive. When it's competitive, you're going to have, sometime you're going to have tempers flaring. It's just life. It's even the Christian life, People are people. People are competitive. And, it's all part of it. And it's part of the fun. It really is. It makes it fun. So thank you for joining me, guys. You can check out my nonprofit organization, stream-with-purpose.com. Trying to get other Upward organizations start to film. If you know anybody who has an Upward organization and they want to film, they have a volunteer, I'll work with them, help them, teach them, all that stuff. Just makes the game better for everybody when more people can watch. All right, thanks, guys, and look forward to the next podcast. Jeff Russell signing off.